Are you overstimulating your dog? Well, before we get into that, let's just talk about the wine I'm drinking. So I'm drinking a Cabernet again. I'm drinking a wine called Bonanza, and it's one of my kind of go-to favorites. So Cabernet it is for me. Now, let's talk about overstimulation. And if you're wondering if you're overstimulating your dog and the effect that might be having on your dog. So here are 3 ways that you could be overstimulating your dog. Number 1, too much exercise. Number 2, too much mental stimulation. And you know how much I love mental stimulation. Number 3, too much training. As a trainer, I'm telling you, some of y'all are training your dogs too hard and too much. So let's talk about each of these individually. So physical exercise. If every time your dog gets hyped up or overexcited, you're taking them for a walk or a run or taking them outside to play fetch or toy play, then you're always going to have to do that. You're never going to allow them to calm down on their own and figure out how to pull themselves together. So don't overstimulate your dog by too much exercise. Exercise is of course important, but it shouldn't be your go-to every single time you need to get some energy out of your dog. Your dog really needs to learn how to pull themselves together on their own, because if you always do the physical exercise, you're always going to have to do that. They're never going to figure out how to calm down on their own. Number 2, mental stimulation. Same thing. If every time they seem bored or restless, you're grabbing a mental stimulation toy, which again, you know how much I promote them. I love them, love them, love them. But if you're doing it like 5 times a day, or mental stimulation and physical exercise combined, you're constantly putting them in classes for agility and nose work and dock diving, and all those things are great, but sometimes it's a little much for your dog. And again, I'm a big proponent in promoting calm behaviors, meeting all their needs, certainly. Physical exercise, mental stimulation, I believe in it very much. However, calm is also just as important as the other two. And we need to really prioritize the calm, because that's more your daily life with your dog, and that's more of what you need for your dog in your daily life. So too much mental stimulation can be to your dog's detriment and to your quality of life with your dog. So certainly daily mental stimulation, but not several just over and over, in a day. Don't overdo it. Okay. Now, 3rd is overtraining. I was in the park with my dog, and I saw a lady walking her dog. It was like a puppy, and you could tell she was so committed to wanting to do it right. And she just kept giving the dog commands. Like the dog couldn't even walk and just enjoy the walk or enjoy sniffing. Every single thing that she was saying was like something for the dog to do, some obedience cue, or just constant talk. And as an observer, I'm watching her and I'm like, man, that dog can't even just have a moment of silence, a moment to enjoy the smells and the sights and the sounds, and really enjoy the walk. And the other thing I noticed, because it was so too much, the dog actually just started to lay down, and then she was saying all these commands and the dog wasn't doing them. So now she'd overstimulated the dog so much that the dog kind of shut down. And I don't mean like emotionally shut down, because that's another thing, but just kind of stopped participating. And so now she's giving commands and the dog's learning to ignore her. I mean, that is not what you ever want with your dog. So when you're doing training, you shouldn't be doing like 2 30-minute training sessions a day. You shouldn't be every single walk is a training opportunity, every single experience is a training opportunity. Sometimes just enjoy your dog. Spend what's called non-demanding time with your dog, meaning you guys are just enjoying whatever you're doing, and you're allowing your dog the peace to take in what's going on and just kind of absorb it on their own without that constant, yes, we want to be their leaders, obviously, but you don't have to remind them that you're their leader every 5 seconds, everywhere you are in the world. You want them to just be able to absorb the world, and kind of things to be more of a puzzle piece in their head of like, oh, if I do this, mom smiles at me. If I do this, dad says good boy, and so forth. Or go back to my organic training video, more organic type training instead of just constant solicited conversation with your dog that your dog is ignoring, or just you're never letting them kind of relax. So don't overstimulate your dog. You want a calm dog. And if you're always doing something with your dog, you're not allowing them to just be calm. I mean, do you want a calm dog like this or what? I swear she plays and she's not always just laying down. But anyway, but calmness, promote calmness, meet all their needs, but don't overdo it. So I hope that helps you. Happy training, happy drinking. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to start posting videos every Tuesday and every Thursday. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks.